Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, dear devotees, in our morning Bhagavatam reading session, we are in Canto 1, chapter number 8. We have done up to text number 19. We will be beginning from text 20 today. Who can say, recap what's happening, some learning points, as well as the story? What did we discuss yesterday?
The importance of prayer, Prabhuji.
Mm.
The Bhagavatam is full of prayers, and why prayers are important is because if we pray, then it purifies our consciousness, and um, it increases our like surrender to Krishna.
Very good. Excellent.
Sorry, Hare
Yes.
Krishna, everyone.
Prayers are very important. It purifies our consciousness, increases our surrender, gives purification. Excellent. We should never underestimate the powers of prayers. When things seems to not work, जब कुछ भी काम नहीं करता, when nothing seems to be working, when a lot of problems are there, the prayers have a lot of powers in them. So we should never underestimate the powers of prayers. Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Prabhu, we have been discussing Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Hare Krishna devotees. Prabhuji, we have been discussing so far, like Abhimanyu's son Parikshit was how he was saved from Uttara's womb, and Krishna himself personally protected him. And then he was about to leave. Then Kunti Maharani is starting her prayers. So where the storyline is. Yesterday we discussed about Abhimanyu's previous life because there may be lots of questions arising in our heart, in our mind, that why is it happening and why Krishna protected him but not them. So there are lots of questions come, but we don't know the past of like, because Krishna knows past, present and future. So Krishna knows our चिट्ठा, like जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि हमारा कच्चा चिट्ठा उसके पास है, तो he knows कि हमारे लिए पहले क्या हुआ है, बाद में क्या होएगा. So he does best to ourselves, so we should not question. And that's why Draupadi's surrender, Kunti Mataji's surrender is there, because they know that he knows everything, we don't know. Whatever he's doing good for us. So similarly, like Karan's life was the same thing. So we see lots of stories where previous life has affected their present life, but our small mind always question things because we cannot perceive them from our senses, which are limited. Of course, we have got so many defects. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you so much, Aruna Mataji. It is said in the scriptures that when we see certain situations, it's like looking at the car or people walking by through the window of our house. We see only people walking from the window of our limited vision. But people have been living the life before they came to the window and after they go out of our vision from the window, or even the car passing by, we only see a limited, but there is a lot going on before and after. In the same way, these great personalities, people, human beings, the life, and that is the beauty of these Vedic scriptures. There are multiple lifetimes. It's not only one life, there are multiple lifetimes. And what happened before, what is going to after, Krishna has some divine cosmic plan which is beyond our understanding. I have a business, I have two branches, and to manage two branches in the business is just too much for me. But there are businesses, they have 500 branches. There are some multinational companies who have shops in all the shopping centers of Australia, and some people are managing that. So something is not possible for us to understand. That doesn't mean that this is a very material way I am talking. People have so much. If a person is thinking to add one story floor on top of their house, add an extra level to make a single floor house to a two floor, second floor. But there are, currently I'm in Gold Coast, there are buildings which are 100 floors. How these people can do when I can't even think of adding one extra floor in the house. So There is much more going beyond our limited sense perception, and Krishna has the master plan. So that is what we need to understand. Thank you so much, Aruna Mataji. One last one.
Jai Gurudev, everybody. I think just to add to Mataji's comments and reflection there, um, Krishna remains invisible to the mind that does not understand, just as a actor who's dressed as a player remains invisible to the people who are watching the show. So again, I think it is about through our discourses and through our association, reading the textures and going to temples, the three things we discussed yesterday, that we bring that understanding, ability to see the actor behind the player, behind the costume. So, Jai Gurudev.
Amazing. Very, very good point. And that the same theme, what you mentioned, continues today as well. So when Uttara's womb, Parikshit Maharaj was saved, then Krishna starting to depart from Dwarka again, then Kunti Maharani comes along with Draupadi and Pandavas and starts offering prayers. And when Kunti Maharani starts offering prayers, the first thing Kunti Maharani says, which we saw in text number, I think 18 it was, that, oh Krishna, you are Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Controller. You are transcendental beyond the three modes. Kunti Maharani, even though Krishna was acting as a nephew, but Kunti Maharani knew that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pandavas knew, Draupadi knew that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. But in the second verse of her prayers, which is text number 19, Kunti Maharani says that people do not know you because you are doing an acting like a drama. As Vimal Prabhu mentioned, you are an actor, and that's why people don't know. Why? Because as an actor or a drama, there is a curtain in front of the stage. And what is that curtain here in people's life? That curtain is the curtain of the desires, material desires. People who have material desires in the heart, their heart is not pure. The curtain is there, so they only see the drama. They don't see the real Supreme Lord behind that. So Kunti Maharani says that in text number 19 we have seen. But look at this, dear devotees, in our life as well. We can see that we understand, we join in the morning sessions, we do our chanting, we understand Krishna as a Supreme Lord, which Kunti Maharani says. But practically speaking, a person, a boy having flute in the hand, herding cows and calves in the forest, playing with the gopas and gopis. A small boy. How can this boy be a supreme controller who controls the planets and universes and cosmos, and he is in the heart of all the living entities? It's just beyond our conception. But how do we understand that? Let's begin with our text number 20. We will get the answer. Sweta Mataji, text number 20, if I can please request you to read.
Sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everyone. You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators, who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. How then can we women know you perfectly?
How can then we women know you perfectly? Yes. So here Kunti Maharani says, you yourself, Krishna, you yourself descend to this world. From the spiritual world, you come to this world to propagate the science of devotional service. साइंस ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस मीन्स सेवा, भगवान की सेवा करने के, भगवान की सेवा क्या ज्ञान देने के लिए, to teach people about devotional service, Krishna himself comes. Otherwise, without this devotional service, it's very impossible. Someone driving a chariot in the battlefield. Krishna was driving Arjuna's chariot. He was like a driver in the battlefield. And this person driving a chariot in the battlefield, he is the supreme controller. He is the cause of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. Brahma says, Anadir Avir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. You are the cause of all causes. You are in the heart of all living entities. Can we Don't you think, dear devotees, tell me honestly, it's very, at least, for a person who is not in bhakti, it's very hard to believe that how can this one man or one person, one boy having a flute in the hand and just playing with the gopis and gopas controls the whole solar systems, universes, cosmos, and from his navel the whole planetary system comes out. If you see, it's very difficult to understand. But Kunti Maharani says that you yourself, Krishna, comes as a uh, propagate, descends to teach this science of devotional service. Otherwise, if you see this verse, it's very beautiful. Tatha param hamsana muni namalatmanam bhakti yoga vidanartham katham pashe mehi striyah. Tatha param hamsanam. Tatha param hamsanam means Paramhamsa, Paramhamsa Sachidananda Swami, we say many, many times. Why the sages are called Paramhamsa? Because Hans, that means swan. Swan has the capacity when milk and water are mixed together. When swan is drinking, Hansa is drinking, it can extract milk out of that and it can leave the water. That is a unique capacity swans Hans has. And that's why all these sages or the great spiritual personalities, they are compared to as Paramhamsa because they know to separate between spirit and matter. They know how to separate which is good for them, good for the human being, ultimate welfare, and which is not good. So that is the unique quality. And that's why it is said, Tatha Param Hamsana. Lord Sri Krishna is the supreme God, is can be understood by Paramhamsa, those who are very clever, very spiritual, very advanced in the way that they can separate matter from the spirit. They can understand the difference between good and the bad. So, Tatha Paramhamsana means this verse says the Paramhamsas know that you are the Supreme Lord. The second line of this verse says, Muninam Amalatmanam. Muni is the great sage. Amalatmanam. Mala. We know in our Hindi also or Gujarati also, Mala means contamination. And Amala means the people who are not contaminated with material desires, people whose heart are not contaminated. So Amalatmanam. People who are pure in the heart, people who have no material desires. On Muninam, the great sages, they can understand. Sages can understand, great Amalatmanam, great Purushas can understand, Paramhamsas can understand that you are the Supreme Lord. But how can we, Kunti Maharani says, how can we, the woman, can understand you are the Supreme Lord? Kunti Maharani is presenting herself as a very humble, simple lady that I am just a humble, simple lady. How can I understand? Your greatness can be understood by Paramhamsas. They are great, great munis and sages who study the scriptures and who do this. How can we understand? So here, from this verse, we have to learn that how Kunti Maharani is showing her humbleness. And she is pointing out a very important point that to understand Krishna, a person doesn't need to be a scholar. A person doesn't need to be a great sage or a sadhu. Simply devotion in the heart, only simple devotion in the heart for the Lord, it is required to understand Krishna. And Kunti Maharani's prayers, they are so popular. All the great Vaishnava Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, and big, big sages, they are all studying Kunti Maharani's prayers. They are all glorified Kunti Maharani's prayers. So Kunti Maharani is presenting herself as a very humble, but actually she is the most intelligent. She is very, very clever. She has the devotion in the heart. People believe that generally Krishna can be understood by meditation process, sacrifice, dhyana yoga. People sit in the dhyan, meditation, or sacrifice, yajna, fire yajna, tapasya, austerity, charity, donation. People say so many things. These are the means by what, or scripture studies, even shastric studies. These are all the different means people try to understand Krishna. But here Kunti Maharani points out simply devotion in the heart is enough to understand Krishna. And that way, to reach to Krishna, to develop love for Krishna, it's equal opportunity for everyone. Even a child can develop love for Krishna. If anyone is can attain success in bhakti just by having the devotion in the heart. Srila Prabhupada says that in the purport that to understand Krishna is the devotion is required, and women are specially blessed with this devotion in the heart for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada writes very, very clearly that it is the special blessings of Krishna to the woman in general that they have this natural devotion. सेवा करने का जो भाव है वो woman में already है. They don't need to go logically think about the scriptures to understand कि हाँ ऐसा लिखा है ये शास्त्र में ये श्लोका है इसके लिए भगवान सुप्रीम है. That is not required. The devotion in the heart, the women are blessed by Lord. And Kunti Maharani here shows that, she's by the blessings of Krishna having devotion in the heart. Krishna himself descends to this world to teach this, that devotional service is the way to attain him. And that devotional service, जो सेवा का भाव है, woman के अंदर है. And that's why Kunti Maharani says, तथा परम हमसानाम Muni Nam Amalatma Nam. The great sages understand, but how can I understand? By devotional service, and that is in the heart already given to the woman in general. And Prabhupada points out, and that's why Prabhupada mentions that in the purport that in generally in the congregation in India, if we see there are more number of women in the spiritual programs, and women would be doing more seva compared to the men, because more men's brain thinks logically, while woman acts from the heart with the emotions by devotion. And that's why even the earth, we never hear saying Father Earth. We always say Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi, Mama Earth. All the slangs or all the earth is given by Mother Nature. We see mother. Why? Because all the caring, the giving of the fruits, vegetables, providing the nurturing aspect to the whole living entities is a caring nature. And that's why earth is compared to as a mother. Mother has this caring nature, the nurturing nature. And that's why the mother is specially blessed. And that helps to understand Krishna. They don't need to think logically. The devotion in the heart is already there, and that is much. So, learning points. Two main learning points from this one: that Krishna can be understood by devotion in the heart. It is not necessary to understand Krishna by meditation, knowledge, austerity, tapasya, dhyana yoga, jnana yoga, sacrifice, yagyas. Krishna can be understood just by seva and by devotional service. And the second learning point is everyone has equal opportunity to understand Krishna. Not only the great scholars, but everyone has by service in that. And Krishna himself descends to give this. Let's do text number 21. Kunti Maharani continues glorifying Krishna, offering her prayers to Krishna, because this is the time Krishna is departing. So she is very grateful. She has gratitude in the heart. And that's why we will see all these prayers. Kunti Maharani will say, Sneha Mataji, can I request you to read 21?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda and the other cowherd men of Vrindavana, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses.
Very beautiful verse. This is one of our key memory verse as well. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Kunti Maharani is offering prayers that, oh Krishna, you are the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Oh Krishna, you are the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, you are also the son of Nanda Maharaj. Very sweet and approach. The speciality of Krishna is in this particular form of God. He is very approachable. His childhood pastimes are very sweet. His leelas, his appearing as son of Devaki and Vasudeva and acting as the son of Nand Maharaj, his leela are so amazing. He is more merciful than any other form of the Lord. And Krishna's different names are mentioned. Krishna Vasudevaya, Devki Nandan, that is one of Krishna's name. Nanda Gopakumara, Govindaya. Govinda is Krishna's another name. We see Krishna is being addressed at various names. Madhusudana, the one who killed the demon named Madhu. Giridhari, the one who uh, lifted the hill, Govardhan hill. So Giridhari. Krishna has so many different names. And here also Devaki Nandan, he appeared as the son of Devaki Nandan. So our Friday when we are meeting, we will play this game. Everyone come up with different Krishna's names, and we'll go through different names of Krishna, and let's see who comes up with more and more. You can use AI to get the list. You can write down and bring in your phone in the notes, no problem. And if you can remember, even well and good. But all of you, today is Tuesday, Friday is our Naimisharanya Yatra. We are meeting. We'll play this game that everyone, let's see how many different names of Krishna we come up with, and then also tell the meaning of that name. Not only the word, but what is the meaning of, like, one line definition of that name. All right, we'll play on Friday that names or different names of Krishna. uh, let's begin with text number 22. Preeti, you want to read text number 22?
Hare Krishna, everyone. My respectful obeisances are unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses.
So many lotus, so many comparison with mentions. Even the Sanskrit is very beautiful. Our Pankaj Prabhu is in our group in the morning. Pankaj Prabhu, your name is mentioned many times in this verse. Actually, it's Krishna's name. Don't worry. Namah Pankaj Nabhaya, Namah Pankaj Maline, Namah Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Very beautiful. Every line has the word lotus. Why is that? Anything beautiful in this world, or anything beautiful, is compared to the lotus in our scriptures. Namo Pankaj Nabhaya, Namo Pankaj Maline. Actually, Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna's eyes, everything is much more beautiful than lotus. But in our world, lotus is considered as the most beautiful thing and most pure. In our world, lotus is considered as the most beautiful and most pure. And that's why Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna's eyes, they are very beautiful. But for our understanding, it is compared with lotus. Even Lord's abdomen, from where, Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Pankaj Nabhi, Lord's navel, is like a lotus. From where the lotus stem appears, and the lotus flower comes, and Brahma appears. But everything is lotus, lotus petals, lotus eyes, lotus feet, lotus lips. Everything is lotus hands. Everything is compared as a lotus because it is pure. And Lord is wearing lotus garlands. Your Kunti Maharani is praying here. Namo Pankaj Maline. Lord is wearing a garland of lotus flowers. The lotus petal is very soft. It's very pure, soft, beautiful. And that's why Kunti Maharani is saying these words that, oh Lord, your lotus feet are very soft, very pure, very beautiful. Here, very important thing to understand is Kunti Maharani starts her prayers or comparing with the lotus from the waist. He starts Namo Pankaj Nabhaya from the navel, abdomen region, and then goes up to the garland, then goes up to the lotus eyes or lotus face, and then she goes down to the lotus feet. Generally, for devotees, it is recommended for all of us when we go to the temple and we are taking darshan, we should look at the lotus feet of Krishna first. Our darshan should start from the feet of the Lord, and then slowly we go up to the feet, then thighs, then the waist, then little bit up, neck, and beautiful lotus face. We shouldn't go in front of the Lord and look Krishna eye to eye. the surrender, the humbleness. We are servant of Krishna. That bhava we can present when we go to the temple and take darshan, or even at home when we are taking a darshan of the Lord's picture at our home, or deities at our home, or in the temple. Our darshan should start from the lotus feet of the Lord, and then slowly we can go upwards, and that's how it's a proper way to approach or having a darshan of the Lord. But here Kunti Maharani is in relation. Krishna is nephew, Kunti Maharani is an aunt. So just not to be avoid the uncomfortable situation that looking at the lotus feet, because in technically in that particular situation Kunti Maharani was as an aunt and Krishna is a nephew. So she starts from the waist. It is mentioned in the purport very nicely that how she starts her darshan from the waist, looking at the garland, looking at the lotus eyes, and then go to the lotus face. But for our proper way of having darshan, we should always start from the uh, feet, lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. And here we see how Kunti Maharani is showing her gratitude. So we learn from this particular verse two things. Practical application. The first one is how to take proper darshan of the Lord in the temple. And second is what should be our mood when we are taking darshan of the Lord. What should we do? Our mood should be, if you remember this acronym, GGRR, two G's and two R. First, as soon as we go in front of the Lord, the first G stand for, Oh Lord, you are so glorious. Oh Lord, you are so glorious. You provide so many things. You control so many things. You are so beautiful. You are so glories of the Lord. We can start glorifying the Lord. Oh Lord, you are so glorious. You take care of all the devotees. You take care of so many things. Oh Lord, you are supreme controller, supreme. You are the supreme transcendental. Oh Lord, you are so glorious. The second G, GGRR, the first G stands for glorious. Oh Lord, how glorious you are. Second G is for gratefulness. And here we see how Kunti Maharani is showing her gratefulness. Then, I am so thankful to you. Oh Lord, I am so thankful to you. You are so great, but you are so kind on this soul. You provide me with so many things. I am so grateful for providing me this, providing me that, providing me this life, providing me the opportunity of association of devotees, the family, the health. I am so grateful to you, Krishna. So the first G is, oh Lord, you are so glorious. Second G is, I am so grateful to you. Third is R, remorseful. Oh Lord, you are so glorious and I am so grateful to you, but I am not becoming serious in bhakti. Remorseful, I am not understanding your glories enough. I am not able to realize that how much you are helping me in my life. Every breath of oxygen, Krishna, you provide me. I don't need to work hard. You have provided me every single breath of oxygen I need, and it's provided to me free. Whatever I am eating as a fire in the stomach, Krishna, as a Vaishvana Rupa, you are digesting, you are helping me. Otherwise, if there is no fire, Vaishvana in the stomach, we will be suffering with indigestion. We can't even eat anything. So every single step, Krishna is so glorious. We are so grateful. But remorse, oh Krishna, I am not able to understand your full glory. I am not able to become seriously understanding what you are doing for me. So GGR and the last R stands for reward. Oh Krishna, I pray to you that you please reward me. You please give me blessings so that I can understand your glories and I can become a sincere devotee of yours. मैं आपका भक्त बन सकूं. मुझे please, उसका आशीर्वाद दो. And this GGRR is the proper way to take darshan of the Lord in the temple. And we should start our darshan from the lotus feet and then going upward. So these two very important point comes out from this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Let's move on, considering the interest of time, to text number 23. Pankaj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Text number 23. O Rishikesha, Master of the senses and Lord of Lords, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by that envious king Kamsa. and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. Thank you.
See again, you see how grateful Kunti Maharani is. Kunti Maharani says, "Oh Rishikesha, master of the senses, lord of the lords, you have released your mother Devki." Devki was imprisoned by Kamsa, and Kunti Maharani says, "You have released her." So she is showing her gratefulness, and she mentions that you have saved my children. So Prabhupada explains in the purport that Devki's 6 children were killed by Kamsa. Krishna did not protect, but Kunti Maharani's children, they were protected by Krishna. And Prabhupada mentions that why? Because Kunti Maharani was a widow. There was no one to take care of her. And that's why Krishna protected her children. While Devki still had a husband. So the protection required by Kunti Maharani was higher compared to Devki. And very, very beautiful. If you get a time, dear devotees, today, very short purport, but please read, because Srila Prabhupada mentions the answer to this question, that why Krishna did not save Devki's son, but Krishna saved Kunti Maharani's son. Srila Prabhupada mentions that Krishna shows more favor to a devotee who is in great danger. Krishna showing favor to everyone, but the devotee who is in a greater danger, Krishna shows extra special blessings on them. Krishna makes a special favor to them. And here it is seen that Devaki had a husband, so Krishna didn't save. But special extra blessing was given to Kunti Maharani by saving their child, because Kunti Maharani was in a greater danger. Krishna, Prabhupada explains in the purport very beautifully that Krishna sometimes puts devotees in a dangerous situation. Krishna sometimes will put devotees in a difficult situation. Why? So that that person, the devotee, becomes helpless. अभी क्या करूं मैं, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं चलता, मैं तो completely helpless situation में आ गया. A devotee will come into a completely helpless situation, and in that helpless situation, a devotee surrenders more to Krishna. A devotee becomes attached more to Krishna. And attachment to Krishna is the ultimate success for the devotee's life. भक्त को क्या चाहिए? भगवान के साथ attachment. And so Krishna's plan to put a devotee into the difficult situation, to increase the surrender, and to come into that helpless situation, so that devotee's attachment to the Lord increases. And this is a special blessing of Krishna. And this is what Prabhupada pointing out. Does it make sense? It is very high, very technical, very deep meaning, that why Kunti Maharani was a widow and in this situation. We can see that in Draupadi's pastime, that how very helpless situation. Draupadi was in a situation where no one was there to help her. But in that helpless situation, it increased the surrender to Krishna. In a helpless situation, she called out, and Krishna comes. That is the special. Does it make sense, dear devotees?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's very deep topic, yes, Aruna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, of course, when we go to temple and have darshan of Krishna, our eyes goes first to Krishna's face, Prabhu. Like then we remember, and then I will go to feet, and then kind of, the moment is gone. It's like eagerness to see Krishna, or eagerness to see his beauty, eagerness to see his dress. I don't know what is it, Prabhu, but like when I go to the temple, I forget about this rule completely. So I will always, oh, Krishna is looking so beautiful. That is the first thing. And then if I remember seeing his, like, of course, I will remember seeing his feet, but at the end rather than in the beginning. So how to kind of course, as you have mentioned, you're absolutely right, Prabhu, we should start seeing from his feet. So how to change that consciousness, or, how to change it, Prabhu? Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhupada already answered in this purport. Women are specially blessed. You are specially blessed with devotion. So this is instruction starting from the lotus feet going upwards. It's for sadhakas, for practicing devotees. Those who have pure love for Krishna in the heart. And Prabhupada writes, especially women have pure love in the heart for Krishna. So you can look at Krishna, if you are looking at beautiful face of Krishna, it's okay, But generally, why it is said at the lotus feet is surrender. We are low. Krishna is supreme. Krishna is master. We are the servant. So it's okay. Everyone has different bhava, different feeling, and we are sadhakas. Slowly, slowly, what is mentioned in the scriptures, in 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 20 year, 50 years, even if we are able to achieve that bhava internally, it's not externally that our eyes are at the feet, but our bhava in the heart is something. It's the mood in the heart that is more important rather than our eyes and practical physical things. So even if you are looking at the lotus face of Krishna and you are attracted and attached to it, and then you are going to the lotus feet with the bhava of surrender, which is completely fine, 100% fine, no problems.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, I think we should stop here at 23. Yes, and 24 will begin. Any other question? Kunti Maharani's prayers are very deep. It might you can read the purports if possible, because she's very pure, highly advanced devotee. So to understand her prayers, it's bit higher bhava. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very quickly, Prabhuji, for Friday, Prabhuji, you might have noticed I've added few people from here and there. I'll talk to you anyway. But is it possible on Friday to have some Zoom session as well, or online if somebody wants to join? I'm just talking
Yeah,
from
sure.
the. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Zoom maybe, but definitely it's going to be recorded nicely. Zoom, yes, we can do. Sure, no problem. Neither one of yeah, we'll do Zoom session, no problem.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
YouTube
Okay,
live,
thank you,
Prabhuji.
Granth Raj. Sorry, someone was saying something?
Yes, Prabhuji, we'll try to learn and do YouTube live. That works better in a classroom situation compared to Zoom.
Okay, no problem. Granth Raj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Thank you. Looking forward to meet you all on Friday. Everyone is invited with full family. Even if you are alone attending the class, come with full family. It will be so nice. It's a yatra. It's a day trip to Naimisharanya,
Prabhuji,
where
can I
all the
ask a very
Bhagavatam
quick
was spoken.
question?
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, a quick question. With the children, because we have a large number of children attending, will they be joining us with for those who attend, or will there be a separate
We
program?
have a different area for